Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Seattle Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens. Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. Monday Night Primetime is underway. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. Jackson slides in safely after picking up enough for that 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, here's Lamar. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Jackson throwing here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kicked off by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. I gotta imagine facing a defense in the bottom half of the league had these guys excited, Brock, but cue the old record scratch sound effect as that defense forces an opening drive turnover.
Yeah, just a reminder for this quarterback that decision-making each and every week is at a premium, and don't look at the stats. Study your opponent.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the 1st time. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Staying with Walker. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though. Timmy Brown gets a gain of 5. 3rd down coming up.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, could really break the backs of the defense.
On 3rd down, Walker cuts it to the right sideline. And they're going to have it all the way down into 25.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead, get what you need.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Chased out to his right. This one's going to hit the ground to incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Got to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down. Now an inside give to Walker. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Here he goes. 3rd and long. Vacates quickly left side. That one is caught. Horton has it. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. A lot of game left, partner, but it will be a shame not to punish your opponents for making mistakes so early.
You have to come through on 3rd down, and the chance of transforming that turnover into a touchdown still exists.
1st and goal. Here's Walker. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, They did the job on first down. More to come.
He gets it again. This defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Never a pause you want to make, partner. A player injured on that snap, and it is their running back, Kenneth Walker, who's being looked at.
Ready, set.
This needs to find the end zone, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Go.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Has it down close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Milrow to throw on 4th. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Once it became goal-to-goal, Brock, that field goal team just didn't feel like they were ever going to see the field. This team was committed to making a statement on the opening series, even if it meant leaving the offense out there on 4th and goal.
Yeah, I think that's really well said, Kate, for a couple reasons. Number one, you do get a chance to finish, right? So you do all this work to get there, you want to finish it. But you also know if you don't get it, you set your opponent up with some really bad field position. I love that decision.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. Into the red zone. And he does. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kickback for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Fielded at the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Let's go now. Ready.
They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Here we go. Set.
First down, and they go right back to it. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Liking, hey, sit.
On the ground, this is Damian Martinez. Not much space available there, maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On the 6.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Get it. Gravity line.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to the bank in just a moment.
Got it. Ready?
About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They start out with 3rd and 4.
Pack the 60. Pack the 6. Cowboy 80. 6. 60 Mavericks. Go.
Milrow from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
Fourth down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. When he can't evade the coverage team for much, they stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Pass caught by the rookie from Arkansas. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Going deep here for the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Rick Woolen with the INT.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Ball finds his running back. This is Damian Martinez. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
He was about to get smacked just as he got rid of it. Sometimes, Kate, that crowd lets you know you're about to get hit. But that's a savvy quarterback play right there. Take that check down. And nothing better than that defender picking you up off the ground after he knocks you down with that play, that check down, taking some big yards.
And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. He's got 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Let's go. Ready.
Here's a give to Martinez. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Go. Cougar 19. Ready.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So it's going to be 4th and short.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it. So almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
26-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Throwing again is Lamar. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
On the move, headed right. Complete beyond the marker. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. Lamar off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages. Yeah,
that is risk. We're in a double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Play fake, Jackson. This is completed downfield to Likely. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Ready! Ready!
And again, it's Jackson. Completed over the middle. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
From the red zone on 1st. And that is Cox. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get some late points and the lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Return coming from the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Ready!
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the gun, Milrow. He fires one deep down the right sideline. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
70, give a look. Pass the 50, pass the 60.
Now run with Martinez. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background that every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Let's go now.
Throw here, 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks Makes it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender runs at the exact same time there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. And they could really use a good one here. His work begins at the 31. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. First and 10 from the 32. Now Jackson off the play action. That's one right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Hey, Kate, you know that line, time is of the essence? It certainly is in the pocket. Not enough time there to let that play develop down the field, and the two were not able to reel it in.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Now it's Jackson. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Rick Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. So first down from the 41. Now it's Milrow. It's into the hands of Martinez. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks earn the chance to tie it before halftime. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners. There'll be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks tie things up at 14. Tying this game up, they're all set to center away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Play action now with Jackson. Buying some time right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. Headed out right. He's going to try another deep one here. This is brought in at the 15. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Tyler Loop after the Ravens to attempt this field goal. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. Loop knocks it through, and they've taken back the lead. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
set.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Come on, press on leading. Come on, 19.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Cowboy 80. Cut 19. Cut 19. Ready.
We go play action here. It's Milrow. Horton down the field, and he's got it. Finally caught, and he lost the football. And the Ravens make the recovery. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but while a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Walker on first down. He doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Brought down by Teddy Buchanan.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Cowboy 80. Get him. Smash. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Running with Walker again. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Cougar 19. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready up.
Finds him quickly on the RPO. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 18 Pioneer.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And oh, he got it! Interception! Nate Wiggins has got it! And the Ravens will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10.
180.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that 1st down carry.
I can safely say, Kate, that's exactly what you want offensively. Exactly what you want to do to get out of the shadow of your own goal line, get a good push, get a good gain, get some positive yards. Job well done.
Jackson, quick pass wide. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision, that led to a post-snap first down.
A-Chain, first down carry. And they're full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
180! Sit hot! 180! 13. Hey, report!
Off the play fake, he'll throw. It's everything he has under this one. He's got it deep downfield. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
A-Chain to the right. It was almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
180! Sit hot! 180! That's hot!
Now here's Lamar. Has him on the quick hitter. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of the gain of the 8, 3rd down. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Trying to pick it up here with A-Chain. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Going to the ground again on first. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Devon A-Chain with the touchdown. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it. And they're not able to transform the block into 2 points. He's tackled short, and they get nothing following the touchdown.
You know, it really does, Kate. When you see that point blocked, it just deflates. You feel it. The whole sideline gets deflated. But I'll tell you what else it does. It puts a little seed of doubt and thought into your kicker and your special teams. And you hate that. You really do. You want those guys playing with as much confidence as your offense and defense is. So making sure you get your kicker right and that special teams unit right, that's going to be hugely important.
He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Look at everyone flying down the field. But when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
First down, here's Lamar. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they face 2nd down.
Hey, Alpha, it's hot!
It's A-Chan on the inside give. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Devon A-Chan with the touchdown. All right, going to get a 2-point try here. Brock Jackson gets his offense lined up. All right, they're going to throw for it. Buys time, rolling right. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete.
Ravens 29, Seahawks 14.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Seahawks take over first down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Ready.
Not deterred by that kick. He's throwing again. Short pass brought in. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard
Here
line.
we go. Set. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Milrow from the gun. Completes. It's Horton. He dodged the tackle. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First down.
Shotgun now for Milrow. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
27-yard line.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing here, Milrow. Catch is made in close. And he's going to be hauled down to the 2. That sets up 1st and goal. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Ready. Let's go.
Running for it, it's Walker. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Brings in second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
Move it, 19. Here we go. Here we go.
To the air, Milrow. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks get it back to within 1 score.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. On the return, here comes A-Chan. A great effort, but he got hopped at the end of it. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with A-Chan. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think like that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That's caught at the 25. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
Yo. Out.
First down throw for Jackson. Escapes the pocket. Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. From the gun, Milrow. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Milrow throwing again now on 2nd down. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Milrow with it on 1st. This is complete to Perry. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
For big yards on the right side. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
So everything comes down to this onside kick with less than a minute to go. And this is going to be recovered by the Ravens. And they're moments away now from celebrating a win. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Here's a chance up the middle. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first and 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They're going to pass it here. This is lofted deep down the middle. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted! Blake Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks take over on his 5th interception of the season.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Come on, set! Cowboy 80! Let's go!
Back to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Ravens make the play that should win them this game.
This is one of those moments, Kate, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, I'm not even going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.
Now H.N. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
So it ends as a win for the Ravens. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.